Hi everybody and welcome to the Open Ecrime midweek market commentary for the 10th of July. My name's Simon Clark from Trade with Precision and I'll be discussing the markets that are of key interest right now. Now the first market I'm going to talk about today is the ES. This is the S&P Mini or the S&P 500 Mini Future. And we've got some lovely trends on these markets and we've got some nice trend flow trading opportunities just in the process of setting up now. So if I just talk through the time frames and show you what I'm looking at. So if we start here with the monthly chart, we can see monthly price action is in a lovely, nice, strong uptrend, and it has been for some time now. All of our moving averages in the right order and lovely convergence here on the indicators as well. So we've got a nice, strong uptrend on the monthly chart. Same here for the weekly chart. If we come across to the weekly, we can see we've got nice, strong, bullish price action. For the past few weeks, we've actually had a pullback, and this pullback has just come into the buy zone. We've now got a small green bullish candle, and then subsequent weeks have broken the highs and continue to move to the high side. We've still got a way to go to actually move up and start to break new highs. So we've still got plenty of movement to the upside. All of our moving averages in the right order with lovely geometry in between them, and again we've got nice convergence here on our indicators too. If we come down to the daily chart, we can see the daily chart in a bit more detail. So we see this pullback in more detail here, and we can see that we've pulled back a bit beyond the buy zone here on the daily chart, but we know that this was just actually a pullback into the buy zone on the weekly chart. From there we've now turned around and now price has now started to move to the upside. Haven't quite got all of our moving averages in the right order, but we have got the indicators, the MACD and the RSI looking very, very bullish and agreeing with the current sort of price action to the high side. Now what I'm looking for is I'm looking down on these lower time frames. Now I've just got a 240 chart here, which is the 4-hour chart. And if we take a look at the 4-hour chart, we can see this move up here in more detail. We've now got all of a nice sort of structure in price, nice series of higher highs and higher lows, and we've got all of our moving averages now in the right order, again with some lovely geometry between the 10, 20 and the 50. At the same time, we've got lovely convergence here on our indicators and our MACD and our RSI as well, and at the moment we've just had a pullback into the buy zone, and currently at this moment in time we've now got a trend flow sort of trading opportunity in the process of setting up. So we've got a nice small bullish green candle right in the buy zone there, and just looking at the structure of this trend across all these time frames, there's just looking like there's multiple opportunities to stalk for trend flow trading opportunities on these types of markets. Okay, the next market I'm going to talk about today is dollar Swiss. It's a currency pair, and if we take a look here at the monthly chart, I'll show you really what I'm looking at. I'll expand this up actually, so if we just make this a bit bigger. Now with this currency pair, the key level here is the 1000 level, this sort of parity level, which has been quite key going right the way back for a number of years, as you can see, and price has really respected this level on multiple time frames. So we can see that this level has been prior support and it's also been resistance as well. Now after this big move down in 2011, price has now been pretty much trading sideways on this time frame, but now we're starting to make a decisive move, and it looks like we're heading back up towards a retest of the parity level. We're certainly from this low here, we've made a high, we've made a higher low, and now we're starting to, as I say, start to move towards this 1000 level. At the same time, we've got some lovely strong momentum here, lovely convergence here on our indicators as well. If we come down to the weekly chart here, we can see that on the weekly chart there's a couple of other levels that I've got marked in price here, where price is respected on the low side. So this sort of 9000 level that price is respected a few times down here. It's found support down here. It's then sort of started to move up, and we're starting to make a new decisive move to the north side as well. Again, nice clear move. We've got all of our moving averages just starting to fan into the right order as well, and we've got some nice convergence on our MACD and our RSI, and looking like potentially another retest of the parity level up there, which is plenty of movement to go on these potentially lower time frames. So taking a look here on the daily chart, we can see the price action in a bit more detail. So just looking at this very decisive strong move to the upside, we've got all of our moving averages in the right order, and we've got lovely strong momentum here on our indicators as well, just indicating that price is in agreement with the current sort of price action. Now again, what I'm looking at on these markets is just down here on these lower time frames. This is a 240-minute chart again, and you can see the way that this price action respects the moving averages, respects the buy zone on these time frames. We can see that we've got lovely, nice, steady buying momentum in the market, nice clear series of higher highs and higher lows. We've got all of our moving averages fanning nicely, all in the right order with nice geometry in between them. At the same time, we've got lovely convergence here on our indicators as well, just again agreeing with the current momentum in the market. And price, as we just look at what's happening with prices, every time it sort of comes into the buy zone, we get small bullish green candles, momentum picks up, and we get good move to the high side. Again, exactly the same thing happens here. Right at the moment, we've got a potential trend flow trading opportunity setting up right in the buy zone there as well. So again, on this market, another market that I'm just keeping a close eye on for trend flow opportunities as price pulls back into that buy zone. Okay, the last market I'm going to look at today is coca. And if we take a look at these higher time frames, I'll show you what I'm looking at. So first of all, here on the monthly chart, in fact, let's just zoom this up a little bit. On the monthly chart, we can see that most recently price action's been in a nice downtrend, and we've been making sort of lower highs, and we've come down to this sort of just above this 2000 level, this 2050 level, which price has tested a number of times. We've got a flat level across here at around 2050. Price has tested this several times in the past, and even back here in history as well. But also we've been making lower highs here in the price action. Moving averages just in the right order, and looking like price is now sort of breaking down to retest this level again. Indicators just sort of confirming and converging with the current price action. So if we come and take a look at the weekly chart, we can see on the weekly chart we've got this price action in a bit more detail. We can see that we're sort of making nice lower highs and lower lows as price is just moving down. Now there's a couple of levels on here. Now I've got this 2050 level that we saw on the monthly chart, but I've now also got marked in this 2200 level, which you can see has also been prior support and resistance in price. Now just taking a look here on the daily chart. Again, we've got this 2200 level here, which is the level which I'm quite interested in. And again, you can see how price has respected this level. Most recently, we've been in a downtrend. Price has broken under that level. It's come up. It's found, resistance at this level. Come back down again. It's broken through it again, and now it's back underneath that level. And currently, for the past 2 days, we've just sitting there, been coming up, retesting this 2200 level, but been unable to break through it. And at the same time, those candles have got rather large wicks on the top of it, indicating that there's quite a bit of selling momentum within that within those candles, or certainly around that level. We've also got our moving averages in the right order as well, so the price is actually in the sell zone there as well, and we've also got nice convergence on our indicators too. So what I'm looking for on this market is just to see if we get confirmation here. We could get a sort of potential trend flow opportunities to the short side for the market to come back down and retest this sort of 2050 level. So the sorts of time frames I'm going to be looking at for this on is going to be the daily chart, and also the sort of 480 chart, the 8-hour chart as well. Okay, so I hope that helps. This concludes the midweek market outlook and potential trading opportunities to look out for. And I'd like to thank you for watching the Open Equry midweek market commentary. And we look forward to speaking to you next week. Bye for now.